for a few seasons, I've been asking for, places to mine more of a connection to Miyagi and growth going forward. And certainly in this season with the Miyagi box of secrets and the spiral down into the pit of misunderstanding or trying to come to grips with who Mr. Miyagi was as a full person was a big part of Daniel's narrative. So I've always said I wanted to have a scene somewhere, and they were ahead of me as always, but we were in sync on having a scene where I wanted to have Miyagi fighting side by side with Daniel. I wanted to have that moment. And so the A side to that was in 610, having the nightmare scene, and then the B side in 613, which I affectionately call Cobra Cry. If you've seen the episode, or when you see it, you'll know why. Everybody has their shot. And so it was about being truthful, like, if someone loses a parent or their mentor or wants to have that last conversation with their dad or feels lost at any age, you can have that moment back. So for Daniel, what's beautiful about it is it's all in his mind, even though we see it playing out. And then we have the pop culture elements of the skeletons and the homage to the skeleton fight from the original film. And that's what John Justin Hayden and the whole staff of writers do so well, is peppering all that stuff through. So it's such fandom and fan service, but yet it serves the narrative. So for me, we were toward the end. I think you guys were there that night, and Tanner and Mary, and both my kids were there that night. And it was the emotion just came up. And Don Lee, our fight coordinator and choreographer, did the Miyagi part of it, and just stood there and felt he was so proud to be the face that I got to look into and play this scene that. It's not easy. I can get emotional now thinking of Pat Morita, thinking of wanting to be that teenage boy within this man who needs his father figure. And then, it's just about playing truth. For actors, it's about playing truth. Any of the challenges in the show, anytime I would go back to the guys and I would have trouble, it's when I felt the dialogue wasn't truthful. This was not the case.